They did show off the new hero in a silhouette form, but who is she? Well, they couldn't keep back Detective Joshua Ducksyde because he's found out, and we are going to reveal for you today who we think this character actually is. From the silhouette alone, we came up with this, and we came to the conclusion, Josh, that it was, in fact, Lily May from AFK Journey, who is going to be the new hero collab in Farlight 84. But we're going to pull up the video just so we can see how she plays in AFK Journey, and we're going to guess what sort of moves, and chat as well, you can play along. What do you reckon from the skill set she's got in AFK Journey, what sort of tactics and kit that she might actually have in when she comes to Farlight?
When she releases her ultimate skill, Tempest Shot, Lily May can select herself or an enemy to enter defensive state. When targeting an enemy, if the target attempts to release an ultimate skill, Lily May will immediately leap above the target and shoot 12 bolts. This deals damage and interrupts their ultimate skill, while causing the enemy to lose energy. Then, Lily May exits the defensive state. In auto battle, Lily May will select herself as the target. This enables her to interrupt any enemy who releases an ultimate skill first, dealing damage. However, it is important to note that if the chosen target is a boss, she will be unable to interrupt the boss's ultimate, but she will deal higher damage. Undoubtedly, as a member of the Azure Seers, Lily May has an innate sense of danger. When she releases her second skill,
do you want to just stop it there for that? We can just talk about Tempest Shot and what that might come as. That's like a more old sort of skill.
Oof, man.
What's that?
If it is somehow a sort of targetable ability that you can kind of just pick somebody and that person in the fight, as soon as they use an ability, it somehow like makes you just dash to them and cancels it, and you like get a little bit of a dash away. One, I can see that being like quite a fun mechanic, but also, man, how game changing it is it if your Quito's ult gets canceled as you're thinking of just about going for it. You've got it all planned. Okay, guys, bait this. Oh, my ult got canceled. Okay, now you've got to decide something else. And it's one of those things where obviously it could be depending on how it's just used, could be very interesting. And it seems like it's she's a very like kind of crossbow orientated character, so quite cool with the whole naming of the abilities and stuff like that.
Yeah, as well, what I'm thinking is that could be something similar to Yong. So if you mark a player and then they use their ult in that time frame, so it's like a 5-second cooldown or something, and if they use it, then she like dashes towards them or something. And also, because it said boss, I'm thinking about the MKR boss. And if if it's, I don't know if she's going to be a limited character, but if they brought back in that like mecha boss, and that she has some sort of like way that she can easily defeat it. That's just a thought.
Right, of course.
Flash to the target's side and launch multiple swift attacks. She then returns to her original position. During the release of Rainstorm Ballet, Lily May will be invincible and untargetable.
It could be as well that they bring melee with this character, because she does get in there with those dashes. It kind of does remind me of First Soldier, where you'd have like a dash, you'd have like a tactical dash of where you'd go and you go in a straight line and you were invulnerable until you like reached the end of that, that move set as well, which is kind of what she does on that, where she's just like darting from one place to the other. Maybe you could bring something like that in where it's like a close the distance type move as well.
Lily May's third skill, Swallow's Flight, allows her to continuously learn and accumulate experience during battle. Each time Lily May attacks or uses a skill, she accumulates a certain amount of experience. Defeating enemies also grants her additional experience. Each time the experience bar is full, she becomes stronger, permanently increasing her attack and enhancing the next 3 attacks to deal additional true damage based on the target's maximum HP. But there is a limit to the number of times her attacks can stack.
Feeling no pain and growing braver with each battle, Lily May is like a sharp blade,
22nd floor.
always piercing the enemy's defense with precision.
But behind every flawless mission lie countless brushes with death. Unlocking her exclusive skill, Rainfall Bliss, allows Lily May to gain a stack whenever she receives a temporary buff from an ally. Each stack will also enhance her next cast of the skill Rainstorm Ballet with additional attacks.
She sounds incredibly powerful. Just as expected from the ace assassin of Adamant Syndicate. How about we invite her to the Noble Tavern?
But it seems Magister
All right, that's about where it ends up for her skills and stuff like that.
Skill 2 was Rainfall Bliss, where she grows once upon receiving a non-permanent stats boost from an ally. So I don't know how they would sort of bring that into a Farlight character anyway, that one. I don't know if you've got any ideas on that one, but Swallow's Flight as well was another move that she had, so she'd grow stronger during battle, and each normal attack or skill grants her XP points, which is kind of, I guess that's sort of baked into Farlight anyway, but so maybe she could be sort of like a, I don't know, like a tank type character where she's going to like absorb attacks, anything that she attacks, and then once you've activated it, like she could release something, just as long as you wait for a certain amount of damage or something. It's maybe is what I'm thinking there with that Swallow's Fight.
Yeah, or get, I don't know, I saw, my thoughts were maybe potentially like on like a shield upgrade or something like that for like the first, I don't know, 5 shots or something like that. I don't know, I assume somehow that crossbow is going to be incorporated with her kit in some sort of way. It's like the next 5 crossbow shots does additional explosive damage. I don't know, something, I don't know, that's not really thematic with, you know, I guess maybe it is, I don't know. Seems like they maybe a bit of a troubled backstory for that character.
Yeah, I saw about that as well. She was part of a crime syndicate or something, this character was. Whether they bring...
so maybe explosive bullets, you know? I mean, arrows.
Sounds like it could
never
be. And
really
she
know.
dual wields those things as well, so...
So much options for how they could go, in what kind of routes and how they're going to stylize this character. So I'm just blown away that, and you know, kind of like mostly hyped about the fact that, you know, the character looks cool, and I'm already thinking of all the potential options and, you know, what they could do, and I'm thinking, man, gosh, it just seems to like widen the, you know, what could happen in the different meta you could see involved and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, especially that alt canceling potentially, if that's gonna come across into this game.